Morning. Welcome back to On the Road Adventure. You join us and our caravan in Poland near the Ukraine border, and we have a very stupid plan.
I think we could just pop in for a coffee to Ukraine.
Just pop by, why not? The border's only about 4 miles.
It's not.
Well, the border to Ukraine is about 4 miles, but that is a river from where we are. That's the nearest point. There's a border crossing about an hour and a half away, something like that.
Yes, so we're gonna head there. And I mean, if the queues are ridiculous, we will just not join the queue and we will just see other things around there and abandon the plan. But it is so close to us. Why
tempting.
not? Also, at the border with Poland, that's where there is no active fights going on or active bombing. Ukraine is quite big if you look at the map, and majority, everything that is happening military-wise, it's closer to the Russian border, completely on the opposite side of where we are. So, but that also doesn't change the fact that anything could happen at any time, even here in Poland, or even in the UK really. So that's just the
From our
tension.
research online, we're hearing both ends of the story. Some people are saying, yeah, you can just pop by and no problem at all. And then other people are seeing miles and miles of queues and stuff at the border and problems. And we think it might be harder to get out than it is to get in. So that may be a problem as well.
Yes, that's correct. I'm hoping that there is 2 different queues, because I know that the Ukrainian citizens, they are under more checks when they're coming into Poland. So when you have passport other than Ukrainian, you should be all right. But I don't know whether we stand in the same queue or there is a bypass queue. We will see.
I would imagine they know that a grumpy Englishman is probably going to come by at some point. There will be a queue for me. Let's get on the bike.
No queue, you mean? No queue.
Yeah, a queue
of
with just me. Just to add to this stupid plan, I just asked Eva what money they use in Ukraine. No idea.
I know what they have, but I don't have it.
Yeah, that's more to the point, is that we have none of this no idea money.
Well, that's fine, you can pay by card, and also they're happy to accept euros and dollars, and we have euros.
I love this optimism.
I can't be that bad.
You might notice that there is no bags and panniers on the bike, and we decided it best, because we're going over the border in Ukraine, not to cross the border into a country that's actively at war with drones and laptops and, you know, computer and tech equipment. So we spoke to the owner of the campsite, and he said that our caravan does not have a key to lock it, but we were welcome to give him our things and he would lock it in his own home, so it's safer while we go out for the day and we can pick it up again later. Well, me and Eva just left the caravan. Now I promise you, this just happened. We left the caravan, the owner tells us there is no key, and I have successfully locked us out. Now I think what's happened here is, on the inside of this door there's a latch. We've been using it to lock ourselves in at night, and I think I must have just left that latch on. And now,
well done. Well done.
What we've just successfully done
Top job.
is lock ourselves out of the caravan with all our things when there is no key and the owner's gone out for the day.
Well, it looks like we've got the key and things we need for travel, and so...
Oh yeah, we might as well just crack onto Ukraine and see what you can do. Hey look, we are not the first to have done this. This has been broken into before. Well, that's something at least. How hard can it be to break into a caravan? We'll find out, but we'll find out later when we come home. For now, let's pop to Ukraine. Hey, at least the door's locked.
Yeah. Pointless.
We need to set the sat-nav for the border of Poland and Ukraine.
Yeah. We've got 1 hour 35 minutes away from there. That is 86 kilometers. So we're just gonna see what the situation is like on the border, and if it's as easy as we think to just pop in, have a coffee and lunch and get back in time for the night. Also, Rich has been shopping all by his own in this shop here on the right. This is the local shop. Who would knew this is a shop? That's just a village shop. I've got some food and things that don't go bad very easily.
I'll tell you about my visit to the local shop. First of all, it just looks like a storage container with some heavily guarded bars on the windows. I don't know who's breaking in to steal the crisps, I've no idea. But I walked in and there's very little around on the shelves, just black bags and cans of food, that sort of stuff. So I look around. Now I know some basic Polish, so I look at the woman, ask her if she speaks English. Obviously she doesn't. So we communicate. Miso, and she shows me a tin of meat. I don't know what that was. No, not interested. And I looked around the shop for a while, and then I asked just for some eggs, some yayo, and it turns into the two Ronnie's sketch. If any of you have seen where they go into the shop and ask for 4 candles and he keeps going out the back and coming back with random things, I promise you that's exactly what happened. Anything worth having is kept out the back and you've got to ask for it and guess whether she's got it behind the secret door. I was looking over the bikes this morning before we went, checked the oil and stuff. My bike is still leaking oil from the front of the engine, but I've been checking the oil and mine seems to be okay. But it's interesting because Eva's seems to have, she's down about halfway from full when we set off. So her bike again on this trip seems to be burning more oil than mine, even though I have a leak. In other news, both of our chains are now well in need of some love. But I didn't bring chain cleaner and chain lube with us this time because the cans I have are massive. We just haven't got the space for it. I figured we'd grab that on the way. We're going through multiple countries and stuff, won't be a problem. Do you think the AA do breakdown cover in Ukraine?
Why would you even say stuff like that? Why? Just don't even say it.
Imagine ringing the AA.
I don't want to imagine any of it. I don't want to invite any of this into today. So, no.
Alright, we'll ignore that then and carry on blindly heading the sound, shall we?
Listen, if there is a petrol station or something, I'm sure they have what we need. We can just stop and have a look.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, we'll be getting some diesel for the chain or something like that. Bit of engine oil as lubricant or something, we'll be fine.
We've been riding for some time now. It's all very slow pace and passing by forests like this, small villages, wooden houses. And I have to say, I really like this. It's very calm. And we are right by the border. Yeah, the river is just there, so the trees are growing along the river. So it feels like you could almost touch where the Ukraine is, but we still have to ride an hour and a half to reach the official border crossing. A while ago there was a situation, was a stray missile that hit 2 farmers in a tractor with the trailer going to weigh their corn that they just harvested on the field, which was super unlucky accident. So the Ukraine initially claimed that the missile was Russian. However, after the investigation, it turned out that it was simply just a mistake from a Ukrainian side, and that's what hit and killed those 2 farmers. And that was along the border here.
And those 2 farmers were in Poland?
Yeah, the 2 farmers were Polish, so on the Polish side, in this region.
How unlucky have you got to be to get hit by the one random stray missile? It didn't hit an empty field, to which there is miles and miles and miles of it. It hit their tractor. When your time's up, your time's up. We're not going to let a minor detail like an active war discourage us from visiting the neighbours, are we?
Border control truck. So I did hear that there is a lot of border control checks around this area.
So the road is getting rough now. Almost nobody about, just the odd tractor or fella in this field. "90 is the speed limit." Oh, here we go. It's interesting, there's patches like this now where there's really good road and then you come around the corner and it's rough as hell again for a few miles. Right, we think that this must be the border over here. We have absolutely no idea how this works or how long this is going to take. We haven't looked up anything really. We're just going to rock up and see how this pans out. as we get close to the border, we're going to shut the cameras off, and you'll join us in a bit. We'll let you know how this works out. Oh, I assume we're just going to join on the back here, are we? Yeah, there's cars inside. They must be letting a few in at a time there, and then going through the border points.
It doesn't look very busy, does it? It just looks like there is few cars and there is a very slow going.
Right, lights have just gone green for our queue. We're going into the border, so catch us up in a few minutes. We'll see how we get on. The traffic just moved on, and by the time we either scrambled to get on our bikes, the barrier went down again. But it makes no difference.
That's fine. They're just standing behind the barrier, so that's no problem. The queue is going slow, but I spoke to a lady a couple cars behind us, and she seems to think it's okay. It's not really busy today, so I think we should just wait and see.
Yeah, curiosity and all that.
Yeah, kill the cat.
Yeah, this will turn out to be a terrible idea. We'll get the other side. Hey, you haven't seen any cars come through the other way?
No, I've seen few, but not many.
That's worrying. I wonder how
Yeah,
long it's
maybe
taken.
because there's nobody else queuing.
I doubt that.
I can't believe this, but it took us just over an hour, and we are in Ukraine right now. The level of service from the border control was awesome. Nobody tells you what's going on, where to go. You know, we've got different queues for different passports, but in the end everybody goes through the same check, which is a bit funny.
What is even more entertaining is that, so you're standing in the queue and that you're sort of 4 or 5 back, and a woman come out in a uniform with a gun, took our documents and our passports along with everybody else's in front of us in the queue, and then buggered off into like a mirrored room. And then you keep driving towards the border, and then she just left the documents on the side, on the windowsill. No hi, fuck you, no nothing. Mirrored window, you can't see her.
Yeah, she opened the window because I grabbed the passports, and we were talking to each other like, and now what? And she just briefly opened it for like 3 seconds, like, go to Ukraine. Boom. Before I even had the chance to ask anything. Well, here I am in Ukraine.
We are in Ukraine, and we're hoping that there's no queue getting out of Ukraine. We assume we come back through this way, so we will find out. Right then, let's go and see what's happening here. We don't really have much more of a plan other than just try to find the next town and yeah, see what's going on. Oh, hello, Eva, we're not done yet. Somebody's come out in his greens here. Look, turn the camera off. Bye bye.
Is this a Ukrainian border now?
There's another one. We've just been through what was little more than a shed and a shack, and that probably took 10 or 15 minutes going through there. I have no idea what they were doing with the documents and passports and that. Probably the same checks as at the other border, but I don't think we're out yet, so I'm just going to shut this off. Welcome to Ukraine. Right.
Okay, I cannot read the signs though.
They're not even like letters that we recognise. Oh my god. Look at the queues.
Oh no.
Oh wow, look at these queues. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought was going to happen.
Oh great.
What the fuck is he doing? Why would you do that?
Well, I can't turn around now. Oh wait, she's
nowhere to
backing
go.
up.
There's nowhere to go. Is this one way?
Oh, you can't go forward. Wait. She's gonna back into you. Look at that! What's she doing?
I need to go in front. You're probably going to have to go around that side of the road.
Go in front of her. Go on the side of her. She's gonna hit you.
Yeah, we need to go round.
No.
No,
What
the lorry's going
then?
backwards. The lorry's on the wrong side of the road. He has to go back. I don't know what he's thinking.
The fuck is going on?
Professional driver there. He thought this was 2 lanes coming down to the border. That's what's going on here. Yeah, he's trying to cut in the queue now. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on here. Welcome to Ukraine. What a brilliant idea this was. He's just going to stay there.
Let's just go.
Whoa, what's she going to do next? She's turning around and join the queue. The military at the other end. You know, there was that junction by the coffee shop. They're sending them down here to join the back of the queue, so you can't come out that side road and be at the front.
Well, hopefully by the time we're finished riding around Ukraine, they will sort that queue out.
Oh yeah, they'll have installed a biker's lane and everything, won't they? Look at that. It's impressive, isn't it? All the gold on the top. Very shiny. Well, petrol costs 51.80 of whatever their money is. I think we'll see some cool old vehicles here. Yeah, nobody about here. I don't know what we were expecting. I was half expecting us not actually to be able to get into the Ukraine, if I'm honest. I'm quite surprised. You can turn up. The lady at the border said, oh, you know, why are you coming? What's your business here? And we literally said, well, we're just driving by. We thought we'd come over and have a coffee. Tourists? Yeah, crack on. It's a war bunker there. Well, there we go. That answers that question then. You can just turn up to Ukraine for a coffee. Borders are open. No real problems other than having to queue up for a while. Although I suspect it's going to be a while longer when we come back. That took us an hour and there was nobody really in front of the actual border bit where we went in. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if that takes us 4 hours to get out.
Now look at the cars and everything that's here. Look at this. Oh my god. I think the time has moved on, but I cannot be sure until I check. I think the time has moved on an hour forward, which puts us at 3 o'clock now in Ukraine. And that is quite worrying because we need to get back tonight. We not plan to stay in Ukraine for the night. So, yeah.
I'm really interested to find out how the motorcycle knows to change the time, because the bike isn't itself connected to the internet or anything. So how does it know when we change, even going across to France or whatever, that changes itself? I've no idea how that works.
Clever software, some GPS device or something maybe.
Yeah, well that begs the question, what else information does it know and where does it go? Look at these houses.
This feels very overwhelming. It's quite cool.
It's quite cool, isn't it? Look at this. What's this? Got all this wood carvings.
Yeah, somebody's a local artist maybe.
Oh, roads ain't much, cop. Bump. Oh wow. Some impressive building here. I'm guessing it's a church of some sort.
Yeah, I think they have quite impressive cerkiew. It's like a equivalent of a church.
Oh, it looks quite busy. I think we should stop here. Here you are. Yeah, let's sit here. This looks like a restaurant in front as well of some sort.
Look at this!
Wow.
Alright, this feels like a lot.
It is properly overwhelming. We can't read any of the letters or anything. And
can't read anything. There is like no road markings.
Yeah.
Like car just like undertook me on this straight road. I'm like, oh.
we're stood here in this sort of like busy town street. There's some shops and things here. I either put in the first town that we could find from the border, and we've stopped here and we have realised that our phones don't work.
Well, I can make a phone call maybe, but I don't have any internet. You have zero.
But the thing is, if you needed to phone somebody, you wouldn't be able to Google the phone numbers or anything. So we think we're going to play it safe and we're just going to hang around this little small area.
Oh my god, look at behind you.
Wow.
Yeah, the cars are amazing and they are just all still running, they're all still good. It's just fascinating.
I was just saying when we got off, we're looking around us and some of the cars here are really old and they're still all running and they're all basic, like the old bikes that we still have, you know, they can be fixed over and over again.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, were we scammed in the UK in order to spend more money? If you think back, I can't remember the exact details, but it wasn't very long ago when the government introduced the scrappage scheme. So if you had a half decent car or it was getting a bit old or whatever, you took it into the dealer and they gave you a few grand off a new one, thereby getting rid of all of these old cars that, you know, the likes of, well, my parents, for example, were outside on the road fixing themselves because we understood how everything works.
Probably all these cars made it to Ukraine.
Maybe, yeah. This looks like some sort of supermarket. There's people sat in the windows. Hopefully there'll be some food here as well. Look at them hot dogs.
Do you want one?
Yeah, maybe. It might be a safe bet. See what else we can find now.
Yeah.
$65.50 for this, which is, I think, vegetable oil. Eva, you better check, see if you can pay with card or euros.
Yeah, probably.
What's going on?
There's some Wi-Fi in the shop.
Right.
I'm looking at some places that we could go to. There seems to be a lot on the street, but I don't want to sound like petty or anything, but everyone is looking at our bikes.
That says cafe straight opposite.
It's not.
Right by the bike, it does.
Is it?
I can see there's a luminous sign in there, and there's bowls of food on the front.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, we
Maybe
should eat there.
go there
Yeah.
and sit by the
I bet you
window.
can sit in that window and see the bike. I do feel like we're attracting a lot of attention. Maybe that's just paranoia.
Yeah, you are. I think you are.
All right.
This is very...
Listen, let's grab some drinks. There's loads of like pick and mix sweets there. Go and grab a few random ones and we'll try them later.
Let's not buy too much. I don't think this shop is the best. I think there's someone next door as well, so we can have a look in both.
Get these jelly ones so they don't melt. That's enough. That's enough.
It's not that much actually.
Right.
To?
Шоколадні. Хочете шоколадні?
A to karmel też?
Ні, ні.
Nie.
Шоколад.
Czekolad?
Оці.
Te wzięłam.
Оці.
Dobre?
Переводчик, перевожу.
Mówi po polsku.
Dzień dobry.
Не польский. Шалом.
What's he saying?
No idea.
Got a bike as well, or
No idea. Been at this 5 minutes now.
you speak English?
Польская.
Polish? Ja mówię po polsku.
Не, не польский. Не. С ним общайся.
Somebody of his relative lives in UK.
Gada swoim rodzicom przez telefon.
Oh, he was
Przewróca na telefonie.
video calling somebody because they live in UK and he's happy to meet someone from Ukraine.
Ah.
Молодцы, класс. Это ж двое, вы на мотоцикле?
Ага.
Фу. Я думаю, він для мене
Well, that was interesting.
Even communicating with that guy through another guy who speaks perfect Polish was impossible anyway. And then he asked him to say something and I said, oh mate, I don't have time for this.
That fella persisted though. I've been outside the shop waiting for Eva because we saw people hanging around the bikes. They are attracting a lot of attention.
Yeah.
And that guy was talking to me, must be at least a solid 5 minutes. Not a clue what he said, but he's really excited to meet us.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it when he saw Eva come to the other bike.
By the way, I bipped and paid. I have no clue how much I paid for the sweets.
No idea.
Hey, let's check out this restaurant.
We're going to nip in this restaurant only because it's right by the bikes. We're going to grab something and we're going to get out and quit while we're ahead because, yeah, we're attracting a lot of attention here. Good luck picking your dinner here.
And guess what? If you speak only English, good luck. I'm just sliding by with Polish, like just so, because a lot of them do speak Polish, but not very good. So we like not really understanding. I asked her something, but what was that? And then she got her phone and she translated it, and it translated to bin bags.
Excellent.
You're not serving bin bags to people, are you?
Nah, this is.
So-
We need a safe option here.
Herring with onions.
Eva's managed to get by with some Polish and order some dinner. There was burgers and pizza on the menu, but I said I'm going to be brave and I'm trying
Some dumpling thing.
dumpling. Oh, it was potato
Duro.
pancake or something.
Okay.
We don't know. I'm
I
trying
don't
something.
know.
No idea. Meanwhile, we have some sort of.
How do you know
Beer?
it's zero?
I don't know. No idea. Oh yeah, it says here 0.5%. That must be it.
Oh, well, that's alright. This is really hard work. I don't think I'm made for all that traveling, are ya? It's nice, but very warm.
Oh, you're joking? Warm beer? What's that all about?
It's not bad actually. I guess what? Nobody probably is buying it, so
Nobody's
they're not
buying
even worth putting in the fridge.
It don't taste bad though.
No, it isn't. It's quite good. That looks good. Oh, come on. It looks amazing.
It's got a tail.
Chicken tail.
Eva's dinner's just turned up. It's a lot like sushi.
I've got hot sushi and cold sushi. So I've decided to go with sushi because loads of Ukrainians love sushi and apparently they eat it all the time and everywhere in every bar, especially to beer. So I thought I'd try it.
We're both being very brave. Even I didn't go for the burger or the pizza. I got their pancake things with chicken in apparently. How was your dinner, Eva?
Rich had some sort of
It was
fried
like
potato
hash
like.
browns, deep fat fried with bits of chicken and some random
Yeah,
stuff in
quite
it.
heavy.
Yeah.
I had sushi the Ukrainian way, which I've heard about ages ago. So one was like deep fried, and I didn't know that. I thought it was just going to be some hot version, but whatever. And it was quite unusual, but I still prefer the Japanese.
It wasn't bad though. It was definitely
It
edible.
was different. It was different. It was like they took the sushi. It still looks like sushi, but it's massive, and it tastes a little bit different.
Yeah, overall they brought far too much of it. I had 4 of these pancake
much
things.
food, yeah.
I got through 3, but I couldn't eat no more. It's just really fatty. And Eva had 2 massive plates of it.
Everyone is really, really nice, even though they don't speak English. So we just slide in by in Polish, but still the communication is not perfect.
Yeah.
So my plan is now to ride a little bit more around this town. There was a nice cafe we passed by just in front of the church, if we could find that again.
Yeah.
And then ride
and join
maybe
the
to
queue.
a smaller town, and then from that smaller town go through some villages. Yeah?
All right, let's see what where the sat-nav takes us, if it knows where we are. What an interesting place. What's amazing, there's a Tesla there. There's some really old cars, which I quite like. I love the fact that people manage to keep these things going. When you look at that bus over there, for example, imagine that turning up your local bus stop. But yeah, there's lots of really modern stuff as well. So there's clearly a mixed bag between wealth and being really poor, I would guess. It was great sitting in the restaurant. You couldn't see in the windows very well, but we could see out. And I was watching all the men and lads walking along the street and then stopping to look at the bikes. Well, it looks like quite a nice town, really. Everybody walking around, happy enough, enjoying the sunshine, using the restaurants and shops and all the rest of it. You'd never believe that they are at war currently. Not here, anyway.
It is quite difficult because the life has to go on.
Yeah, Eva quite rightly pointed out that, you know, countries are at war for years and years and years sometimes, and so the only thing to do if you're caught up in it is just carry on as normal. What other options have you got? I'm sure it's a very different story, perhaps the other side of Ukraine.
So So it's a very straight road connecting the bigger town we just been here, Vladimir, and this one. And people driving quite crazy actually. Nobody does the speed limit. I'm even uncomfortable doing the speed limit at the moment because I've got loads of cars behind me really wanting to overtake. So it almost feels like if you do the speed limit, it's not going to end well. And there were a lot of cars coming head on or overtaking crazy. So yeah, it's definitely a bit of a challenge. Hopefully we can find nice coffee in this town. And then we're going to move on towards the border.
Look at this car. Look at that thing. Ah, crossroads, careful. Clear, clear. Look at these old fire trucks. They're impressive, aren't they? Is this fella working on the road in the middle? In his shorts? His stones on the floor, look. Jackhammer left there. There's no cones or nothing like that. Watch out for the big man standing out there. Oh. Speed bump.
Yeah, I love how they don't warn you that there is a speed bump, so if your eyes aren't good you will not see them.
Potholes in the road's just as bad anyway. Look at that truck. This is great, isn't it? It's fascinating just driving around here. Some sort of restaurant or bar on the other side?
Maybe they do coffee. I think we can just go.
That's definitely set up to receive people.
You see there?
Yeah.
Where the chairs are, we can literally put the bikes there.
Yeah, I think that's what we should do. Just be very careful because here now. Road markings and stuff are not very clear here at all. Oh, there's a lady here sat drinking. This is like a restaurant or something.
Here?
Where are you going? I don't know, I was going to put next to the sofa like you said. Right,
yeah, here. That's next to the sofa.
Well, she'll look very happy.
Remember, nobody's smiling in these countries.
Come on then, just go and get a drink or something. There's 3 or 4 of them in the back there rolling out something to make them. Oh, they must be making pizza dough. Oh, it's a coffee machine. Yeah, it's a coffee machine.
Found double espresso and some pastry and some homemade, I guess,
juice,
lemon juice and something else juice.
The lady's rolling that out in the back there. She's doing it herself, isn't she?
I think so. I think that's what they're doing.
Well, we got croissant.
Mine is a bit matte. Mine is cherry and poppy seeds.
Well, leaving this little bakery stop now. It looks like this is actually somebody's house and they've just built this shed out on the front for the road. And yeah, made a little business here. Good for them. Right, back out into the crazy roads of Ukraine. We're both dreading the wait time to get back across the border. We've no idea. It could be 30 minutes, it could be 5 hours. Watch yourself, cars all over the shop here.
It's a shame we have to come back the same road to the bigger town, but we can't figure out if there is connecting roads between villages, between here and the border crossing, and we can't work it out as there is no internet on both our phones, and the sat-nav reckons this is the only way. Also, sat-nav says it's 40 kilometers an hour, but it's an overtaken lane and a very fast road, so
you got more chance of a politician not lying to you than this Garmin, I would take absolutely no notice of what it says.
There's loads of people in camouflage clothing knocking around looking like military. We saw some tracks, military tracks. But maybe there's some barracks nearby, no idea. Definitely feels like the military presence is a little bit more. There are posters all around trying to get people to join the army as well.
It feels like to me that there is a huge military presence, but it's hidden behind walls. We went past this huge car park just now and had like a big wall around it, and I managed to see inside through one of the gates, and there must have been 100 of the same van that was in there. So I think there is lots of military around, but it feels like they're keeping it out of sight a little bit. Try to keep everybody calm, I guess.
I just saw from a distance a really nice blue cerkiev, which is like a church, and we think it's this way, so we're gonna have a little explore around. Look at that tractor. Wow, they love the color blue in here. It's on their national flag. It's blue and yellow, and also a lot of buildings and a lot of different things or cars are painted in blue and yellow. So it was the cerkiev as well, it's painted blue. We should see it in a minute. Can you not see it? There's nothing here. Well, probably this is why the sat-nav told us to go back to the city if we go into the crossing, to the border crossing.
I think the sat-nav isn't recommending these routes, that's probably a good thing.
That is like a tet all around. You see, everything is blue. They love the color blue. I'd love to explore the villages, but that's maybe for the next time if we visit Ukraine. Let's get out of here. I think to go to the blue cerkiev would be out to the main road and probably next left or something. So look at this railway track crossing. There is no barriers or anything, you just have to do it yourself. Looking at the map of Ukraine, you can see that there is few very big main roads, and then I guess a lot of the roads would be dirt tracks like this between villages. I do think it's like with any other country that you want to visit, just a few hours being in it, it's not really doing any justice and you cannot see very much. So what we got today is just a taste of Ukraine, and
today really was just to see if we can, because we were so close. Well, why not? I never thought that you would be able to just take your motorbike and ride across into the Ukraine at the minute.
And here you are in the Ukraine right now.
Yeah, we are approaching the Polish border, and we're hoping this side road we come out at is going to take us right to the border crossing, which will be at the front of the queue. And so for that reason, either you go first and you talk to the nice soldier, take your helmet off if you need to, and ask if motos needs to go. Try your luck. You're going to have more chance getting away with that than I am. Polish, he's going to have more chance understanding Polish than English. Just take your helmet off, lift it up.
Yeah, like that's gonna work.
Go around the lorry, he's doing fuck all. Go around him. Just drive forward and play stupid. Just drive forward, play stupid. Come on. You speak to the man. Oh yeah, turn the cameras off.
Hey, we just got through the first, I don't know what you call them.
Checkpoint. I cannot believe we got away with that. We just pulled out of a side road we saw earlier when we were on our way in. But we saw the queue when we came through the other way, and the cars were queued up for miles. Oh, hello. Right, there's people here. Turn your camera off, don't give them an excuse to complain.
We keep switching on and off. We keep switching on and off the cameras, but they say keep going, keep going. So I guess we're gonna be queuing now at the Polish side. If I knew this was so easy, I would stay in Ukraine for another hour or two and explore the villages. But who knew? Who knew? Oh look, Rzeczpospolita Polska, which is Republic of Poland.
Just a quick glimpse just to show you guys what this looks like. It's exactly like you'd expect to find at the Eurotunnel really, except much slower.
Oh, I can't believe this was so easy.
We have been incredibly lucky to skip that queue that we drove by earlier. What an excellent plan.
Wow. Well, I spoke to my cousin earlier today, and her husband is Ukrainian, and he's got a lot of family in Ukraine and all that. And she told me that her friend's mum was traveling back from Ukraine a week ago,
Yeah.
and she had to spend 10 hours queuing in her car to get into Poland. But obviously I didn't tell that to Rich because he wouldn't have come with me, would ya?
Absolutely not, no. For an Englishman, the English are known for queuing politely, right? Maybe it's just because I'm a biker. Oh, I hate queuing. I hate public transport.
We are on the border. Hungary.
Hungry.
It's been an hour and a half now. Okay, let's go. Woo! What a liberty! 2 hours. This was 2 hours, and that is including us pushing into the queue on the Ukrainian side. Look at this. Oh my god.
They're all queuing up just like this on the other side for miles, and we managed to skip that queue, luckily. Oh, we're turning right here. That has saved us hours and hours and hours. That is a really slow process. I have no idea why it's so slow, because nobody seems to be doing anything. They weren't emptying out cars or bags or anything like that. What was the conversation you overheard, Eva?
I've just overheard one of the officers, because there were different lanes for buses and normal cars, and I've overheard one of them come over to the guy that was processing us and asked, what time do you have the change of I don't know, the new people coming in? And he said, well, 8 o'clock. Oh, because I don't know if I should start processing this bus. There is around 50 people in there. You know, I'm here till 5 a.m. really. And I said, well, just wait till they come, you know, after 8. And that's like still 40 minutes away.
So in other words, there's a coach load of people who've all been sat there waiting the same time as us, and the guy doesn't want to start them because he's going home in a half hour. So he's going to make them sit and wait and do nothing until the new staff come in. That sums up the attitude and the reason as to why that took so long. Well, that's what you get if you want to drop in and visit Ukraine. Getting in wasn't too bad, getting out definitely took a lot longer.
Hey, but the good news is that now we gained an hour. So it's 7:35, not 8:35 anymore, like in Ukraine. And still looks like we're gonna get back to the campsite something like 9 p.m. But I don't know how we're gonna get back into the caravan and sleep tonight, because Rich obviously locked us out.
Oh yeah, there is that problem.
Yeah, great.
We'll be alright. I'll find a way. How hard can it be to break into a caravan?
Yeah, right. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm breaking into my own caravan.
Be alright.
We've been riding back through Poland for some time now. It's just so peaceful. I love the sunset. I love that there is hardly any cars. People are walking. And it just makes me feel content. Oh look, a bike. A Romet 125. That's a Polish brand of a motorbike, and they're actually being produced not far from where my family lives. And there is some shops you can go and see them, and they mainly 125. Look at that stalk. Where you going, mate? Honestly, I'm just riding here through the villages and I cannot get enough. It just looks so surreal and so different to what we have normally every day. It's amazing. The only problem with dusk and dawn is that a lot of deers and other animals from the forest can run out on the road. And of course the camera wasn't on, but we have seen about 5-6 deers by now, and we've been riding 40 minutes, so you need to be careful about that. Oh, there's one deer over there. There's another stalk here.
We just stopped for petrol in this tiny gas station, and you won't believe it, but inside the shop is, okay, there's no chain cleaner, but WD-40 will work, and some motorcycle chain lube. Perfect, from that tiny little garage. Oh, there's something down in the hedge. Yeah, there's a car down. Yeah, there's a car down in the ditch. Oh, it's a big one. But this is the danger of these long straight roads. There's one down in the ditch there, and alright, I'm making an assumption here, but I would guess that is another kamikaze overtake. We see them all the time there on these long straight roads, one lane each side, and you just keep coming across these cars. They're right up your ass, and then they're desperate to get by, and they just overtake one car after another, and it's only a matter of time before this is the end result. Right, I think the fire brigade are going to wave us by. Wow, hopefully everybody's okay.
What a day it was, honestly. Good day. And I think it's the first time in nearly a month that we actually rode into the dark by the end of the day.
Yeah.
It is.
Right, yeah.
We
It's a long day.
we have improved. So like previous trips long time ago, we would always ride to like 10-11 p.m. and it was just
That's
ridiculous.
a mistake, yeah.
So it's a good idea not to do that, but we are okay. And we brought some sweets from Ukraine.
Yeah, we're sat here going for our little
So it's
bag
like
of stuff.
a handful of things, different chocolate things, different jelly things. This thing, I want to have one in the morning though. Do you want to eat it now? Probably have it in the morning with the coffee.
All these things in supermarkets now, it looks like great. Anything you've not seen before, we want to try. So we buy all these sweets, and then you eat one of each, and like, meh, it's okay.
It does look like a great idea, but
it's the same shit the world over, different packaging. That's all it is.
Yeah, and you're just judging it by the colour of the packaging, and like this is a flower on it. I have no idea what that is, but whatever, it's okay.
Hey, in other news, we got back and we said to the bloke who owns the campsite about the caravan door situation. Yeah, and he just went and got a key and opened it.
So great.
Bit odd. I don't know why he didn't give us a key in the first place.
Well, I presume people have repeatedly been losing the key or something.
Yeah, they probably drive home with the key in their pocket like I did the other day.
Yeah, so you're probably not to be trusted with the key, so that's all right.
That's fair enough.
That's all right.
Andy and Lynn bought us a fuels on Buy Me a Coffee, and they said buy something essential or some chocolate. Well, we went with essential, and chocolate as well.
Essential chocolates.
Yeah, but we just wanted to take the time to thank you and everybody else that supports us in every way. And we used that money to pay for tonight's caravan. So
thank you.
Yeah, these things really do help keep us on the road. And it just enables us to make more videos that everybody enjoys. We love reading all the comments from you guys, by the way. And, you make us laugh as much as we make you laugh when we read it. So, yeah, we really do appreciate it. And we love to hear from you. Keep it coming.
All right, and we'll see you in the next one.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.